This is Witchspace News for Friday the 3rd of August 2018. I'm Commander Burr. In this week's news, Frontier clarify what they'll be discussing at Gamescom this year. A PC Gamer article discusses the science of EDs Stellar Forge technology. There's an interview with Frontier CEO David Braben in his local newspaper. And I detail what the Thargoids have been up to and how you can help in the ongoing defence and clear-up operations. Frontier's senior community manager Ed Lewis took to the Frontier forums this week to head off some speculation and to clarify exactly what Frontier will and won't be discussing at this year's Gamescom Expo in Germany, which takes place between the 21st and the 25th of August. He stated that as in previous years they're focused on, quote, what's coming in the short term, and that this year's event would see them detailing what's still to come as part of the Beyond series of updates. He later clarified that his post is explicitly talking in reference to content that they've already discussed at things like the Frontier Expo and is not a reference to the confirmed paid content update that we know is coming at some point. So we still don't know what that is or when we're likely to know about it. As an aside, it was about this time last year that the Frontier Expo was announced as being a thing that existed, and so it's a fair assumption that if such a thing is going to happen this year, it would probably get announced once Gamescom is out of the way, although that is just a guess on my part. And if there was to be an announcement about any kind of premium content update made this year, then the Frontier Expo would be the most logical place for that to happen. That makes sense for Frontier anyway. So in summary, Gamescom. You're likely to hear more of what you've heard already, maybe see some more concept and work in progress stuff for things like icy planetary surfaces and exploration mechanics, but no space legs or atmospheric landings. So maybe get a bit excited, but don't absolutely lose the plot just yet. Links to a really useful Reddit piece that summarises the forum poster in the description below. There's an interesting read over at PC Gamer that details the amazing real-world science that goes into driving the Stellar Forge software that governs the gigantic Elite Dangerous galaxy. A lot of the details have been openly spoken about before, but if you've never been exposed to this stuff previously, it's a hell of an eye-opener and well worth a read. The article speaks to senior programmer Dr. K. Ross and delves into the nature of matter in stellar bodies, how the Stellar Forge simulates that, and the effect of the laws of physics on gameplay. As always, there's a link in the description below. David Braben was interviewed by his local newspaper online this week, the Cambridge Independent. The article largely confirms what David has spoken about recently to other journals, i.e. Frontier's doing well, all Frontier's games are doing well, and all of them continue to be developed as ongoing online services, including Elite. Frontier are making a lot of noise in the press of late. They're definitely drawing more attention to themselves, I assume deliberately. There's going to be a reason for that. I'll let you speculate on why that might be. After some discussions with other commanders this week, I thought it might be useful to detail every week in this broadcast what the Thargoids have been up to, what's next on their hit list, and what you can do to help the survivors of their attacks and hinder the aliens' progress towards whatever it is they're trying to achieve. Last week the Bok and the Dhanhopi systems were targeted by the Thargoids. Commanders were able to defend the Bok system, but the Dhanhopi system fell, with Plucker Enterprise starport bearing the brunt of the Goids' attention. The station is currently being evacuated, and there's a nearby rescue megaship handing out evacuation passenger missions and recovery missions for escape pods and other items that are drifting in the damaged station. I've linked to some of my videos below that show how to help with this stuff, if that's useful to you. And this week commanders have determined via the Aegis Eagle Eye network that the Thargoid advance is now targeting Halley Port in CW Ursae Majoris, and one or all of the ports in the Kamadhenu let's try that again, the Kamadhenu system. The exact port cannot be determined at this point, although as far as I'm aware there are 2 starports in that system. To help with the defence of these systems, you can take on Thargoid scouts in any combat capable ship. You don't necessarily need AX weaponry for the smaller Thargoid vessels, but it is an advantage. The larger Thargoid vessels are also present in the system, and they do present a more specialised problem, so make sure you pick your fights with care. At the time of making this video, it's not been confirmed whether any megaships have been disabled in any of the affected systems this week, so watch out for those. If you should see one, then there's an opportunity there for some rescue operations. Again, there's a link to a video in the description below that will help with that. As a side note, a player faction is present and operates in the Kamadhenu system, would be that one, wouldn't it? And they have requested assistance from the wider galactic community to see off the Thargoid threat. But all the details for all of this stuff are in the description below, so that you won't have to cope just with my dreadful pronunciations. That's it for this week. Thank you so much for making it this far. If you enjoy my videos, do remember to hit the subscribe button to keep updated with more videos as I release them, and also hit the like button, as it really helps the channel. I'll be back later this week with more videos. Until then, 07 Commanders, follow the greens on the way out and do keep clear of the toast rack. I'll see you next time.